Static on the vinyl, a distant humming wire. The city breathes out slow, and I'm the fire. I close my eyes and let the frequencies align. Caught inside the rhythm, stepping out of time. The velvet curtains drawn against the silver glass, watching headlights bleed and blur as taxis pass. There is a heavy hum vibrating through the floor, like a secret heartbeat hidden behind the door. I pour a glass of nothing, watch the shadows play, let the inner love warm melt the cold away. A solitary silhouette against the glowing screen, lost inside the spaces of the spaces in between. The filters open wide begin to breathe, suspended in the air. There is nothing underneath. A whisper in the static calls my spirit out, washing away the edges, drowning out the doubt. We are drifting on the deep house waves tonight, bathing in the glow of the artificial light. Let the steady kick drum carry us away, far beyond the borders of the waking day. Lost inside the rhythm, sinking in the deep, somewhere in the valley between the groove and sleep. We are drifting on the deep house waves tonight, nothing but the music and the fading of the light. The sub-bass rolls like thunder in a distant sky, reflected in the neon of a stranger's eye. Footsteps on the pavement synchronize and blend, tracing out a circle that will never end. The smoke hangs heavy in the corners of the room, the sanctuary built inside the midnight gloom. Every single snare hit cuts the air like glass. I am just a silent witness, watching moments pass. The filters open wide, the walls begin to breathe, suspended in the air. There is nothing underneath. A whisper in the static We are trivials are climbing, reaching for the stars. Echoes bouncing back from Jupiter and Mars. The bass drops into nothing, leaving only space. A solitary moment, an empty, perfect place. The hi-hat starts to rush, the tension pulls me tight before I fall back down into the velvet night. We are drifting on the deep house waves tonight, bathing in the glow of the artificial light. Let the steady kick drum carry us away, far beyond the borders of the waking day. Lost inside the rhythm, sinking in the deep, somewhere in the valley between the groove and sleep. We are drifting on the deep house waves tonight, nothing but the music and the feeling at night. The kick drum slowly fades into the quiet dusk, leaving only echoes of a love that's solid trust. The tape delay is spinning out a final gentle sigh. Good night to the neon, good night to the sky. Breathing in the heaven at night, yeah. Watching the city lights blur and fade, a silent rhythm waking in the deep. We leave the waking world and slip away. The pavement hums beneath my restless feet, a steady tremor moving down the street. I feel the shadows wrapping around my skin. This is the moment where the dreams begin. electric currents in the velvet skies. The silent shadows into sparks of light. We are surrendering to the night. Meet me out on the velvet horizon, where the rhythm is all that we know. Hold my hand while the bassline is rising into the beautiful radiant glow. We are infinite, right in the ocean, caught in a perfectly circular motion. Meet me out on the velvet horizon. Don't ever look back, just let it all go. Time is just an illusion we break. Every breath is a chance we can take. Higher and higher we drift from the ground, lost in the euphoric waves of the sound. Can you feel the pulse inside your veins, washing away all the shadows and shame? Meet me out on the velvet horizon, where the music is all that we know. Hold my hand while the bassline is rising into your wonderful radiant glow. We are infinite, right in the ocean, riding a curve of pretty circular motion. Meet me out on the velvet horizon. Don't ever look back, just let it go. The rhythm fades into the silver dawn, a lingering echo when the night is gone. We found our peace inside the hollow space, suspended forever in a state of grace. Whispers in the dark machine, a heartbeat waking from the screen. Gravity begins to fade. Welcome to the world we made. I see the city far below me, burning in the night. A sprawling web of empty wires, searching for the light. We leave behind the heavy metal, leave behind the cold, and step into a universe where time is never old. The atmosphere is shimmering in ultraviolet waves. We're breaking out of every cage the human shadow saves. I feel the current rushing through the center of my chest. No longer bound by earth and bone, no longer laid to rest. The frequency is rising up, the colors start to bleed. We're moving past the satellites, we're moving at the speed of memories we haven't made, of futures we can see. Now close your eyes and take my hand and fall awake with me. We are flying beyond the grid tonight, caught in the flash of a blinding light. A million stars in a digital sea. This is the place we were meant to be. We are flying beyond the grid tonight, escaping the shadows and taking flight. A million stars in a digital sea. This is the place colors start to bleed. We're moving past the satellites, we're moving at the speed of memories we haven't made, of futures we can see. Now close your eyes and take my hand and fall awake with me. Flying beyond the grid tonight, caught in the flash of a blinding light. A million stars in a digital sea. This is the place we were meant to be. We are flying beyond the grid tonight, escaping the shadows and taking flight. A million stars in a digital sea. This is the place we are finally free. System overload, the atmospheric nights. We are dancing on the edge of the flashing lights. No more sorrow, no more gravity or chillout. Just the rhythm of the story left untold. Higher, higher, let the pressure drop. We are the energy that will never stop. We are flying beyond the grid tonight, caught in the flash of a blinding light. A million stars in a digital sea. This is the place we were meant to be. We are flying beyond the grid tonight, escaping the shadows and taking flight. A million stars in a digital sea. This is the place we are finally free. Neon flames into the dawn. Digital dreams carrying on. Melodic suspended, drifting in space. We finally found a perfect place. Breathing the indigo haze of the city. The pavement hums a quiet frequency. Shadows stretch across the empty avenues. We are weightless in the midnight air. The streetlights flicker in a golden row, reflecting secrets that the night owls know. A heavy bassline shakes the concrete floor. I leave my worries at the heavy door. The velvet darkness wraps around my skin, a quiet sanctuary pulling me in. I watch the headlights blur into a stream and lose my senses in a waking dream. The rhythm rises from the underground. I am a vessel for the silver sound. The tempo catches like a steady spark. We're glowing brighter out here in the dark, sinking to the neon deep, where the tired world is fast asleep. Ride the wave of a heavy groove. Let the bass dictate the way we move. Colors bleeding through the atmosphere. There is nothing left to hold on to here. Sink into the neon. purple glue. The DJ spins a solitary thread that silences the voices in my head. A stranger's eyes reflect the laser light. We are connected by the endless night. No need for talking when the beat is true. The frequency is speaking me to you. The rhythm rises from the underground. I am a vessel for the silver sound. The tempo catches like a steady spark. We're glowing brighter out here in the dark. Sink into the neon weave, where the tired world is fast asleep. Ride the wave of a heavy groove. Let the bass dictate the way we move. Colors bleeding through the atmosphere. There is nothing left to hold on to here. Sink into the neon deep. Promises we finally get to keep. Time is suspended in the atmosphere. The only moment that we have is here. Floating above the skyline out of sight. Dead in the glowing artificial light. Let go of gravity. Let go of pain. Washing it on me. Midnight rain. Sink into the neon deep, where the tired world is fast asleep. Ride the wave of a heavy groove. Let the bass dictate the way we move. Colors bleeding through the atmosphere. There is nothing left to hold on to here. Sink into the neon deep. Promises we finally get to keep. Frequency is fading to a hum, waiting for the morning sun to come. Drifting away into the quiet blue, into the neon deep with you. Drifting through the static of the night. Whispers catching on the edge of the wind. I close my eyes and let the colors bleed. We are weightless now. The city falls asleep below my feet. A quiet rhythm hums beneath the street. I trace the silver shadows on the wall and wait to hear the midnight frequency call. Your silhouette is dancing in the dark. A sudden spark beating heart of mine. The growth of smoke against the window pane. We wash our spirits in the astral rain. The ticking of the clock begins to fade inside the shelter that the music made. I catch the echo of your steady breath, a beautiful defiance over death. The rhythm is an ocean we can swim whenever all the city lights grow dim. The temperature's rising and in the air, electric currents run through my hair. I feel the bass begin to shake the floor. I never felt a rush like this before. Take me higher to the velvet skyline, where the neon and the stars intertwine. We are floating in the middle of the deep. Promises that only dreamers ever keep. Wash away the shadows of the turning world. Watch the paradise of midnight be unfurled. Take me higher to the velvet skyline. Lose yourself inside this beating heart of mine. We are flown, we are flown, we are free. Just a ripple on the surface of the sea. Let the melody break open every door. I am yours and you are mine forevermore. Hold my hand until the morning breaks the spell. In this beautiful illusion we dwell. Take me higher to the velvet skyline, where the neon and the stars intertwine. We are floating in the middle of the deep. Promises that only dreamers ever keep. Wash away the shadows of the turning world. Watch the paradise of midnight be unfurled. Take me higher to the velvet skyline. Keep on dancing in this beating heart of mine. The colors fade into the dawn. The steady pulse goes on and on. Weightless in the quiet blue, I am dreaming here with you. The city sleeps, but the pulse remains. Static in the air, shadow in the rain. Breathe in the glow of the ambient street. the frequencies flow from your head to your feet. Headlights trace the empty avenues underneath the sky of deep obsidian blues. We are drifting through the quiet, hollow streets, moving to the rhythm of our own heartbeats. Glass and concrete blur into a midnight haze, lost inside this beautiful and endless maze. There's no destination, nowhere else to be, just the silver moon, the shifting shadows, and me. Echoes bouncing off the empty walls. I can hear the way the silence calls. Time is melting in the heavy air, slipping out of focus, floating anywhere. Falling to the midnight velvet, wrap the shadows tight around my soul. Falling to the midnight velvet, let
Shadows trembling as the night gives way. A distant whisper on the heavy wind. This is where the ancient poets begin. I leave my footprints in the silver sand, a silent traveler in a waking land. The heavy bass is rolling through the ground. I lose my sorrow in the deep dark sound. There is a fire burning in the deep, awaken secrets that the shadows keep. The canopy of stars begins to hum. We are the children of the beating drum. Can you feel the water rising to the brim? Can you feel the spirit breaking through the skin? Every drop of sweat is blowing in the dark, blowing on the embers, waiting for the spark. We are swimming through the rivers of life, chasing the morning out of the night, letting the rhythm wash over our souls, giving our bodies to what we can't control. We are swimming through the rivers of life. Everything heavy is taken to flight, bathed in the colors of euphoric dawn. The beat of the earth is carrying us on. We are as breathing with a quiet heat, a whispered promise underneath my feet. I strip away the armor I have worn. Inside this rhythm I am newly born. The branches sway and tangle in the sky. We let the ghosts of yesterday pass by. I close my eyes and let the colors bleed. This deep vibration is the only. Can you feel the water rising to the brim? Can you feel the spirit breaking through the skin? Every drop of sweat is glowing in the dark, blowing on the embers, waiting for the spark. We are swimming through the rivers of life, chasing the morning out of the night, letting the rhythm wash over our souls, giving our bodies to what we can't control. We are swimming through the rivers of life. Everything heavy is taking to flight, bathed in the colors of euphoric dawn. Beat of the earth is carrying us on. Oh, the echoes bounce against the trees, a wild frequency upon the breeze. We spiral upward as the shadows fall. I hear the ancestors begin to call. A sudden silence hanging in the space, before the rushing tide of sound and rain. We are swimming through the rivers of life, chasing the morning out of the night, letting the rhythm wash over our souls, giving our bodies to what we can't control. We are swimming through the rivers of life. Everything heavy is taken to flight, bathed in the colors of euphoric dawn. The beat of the earth is carrying us home.
secret that the daylight ever hid. We are swimming in the neon ocean tide, where the rhythm and the falling rain collide. Let the baseline wash away the setting sun. In the shadows, you and I are moving as one. We are swimming in the neon ocean tide, where the rhythm and the falling rain collide. Let the baseline wash away the setting sun. In the shadows, you and I are moving as one. Whispers travel on the cooling breeze, moving silently through trees. A silver glow upon the dashboard glass, watching the solitary moments pass. I close my eyes and let the tempo guide. There is nowhere left for us to hide. The frequencies are pulling at my soul. I am giving up the illusion of control. Colors bleed into the dark, pulling me away. I forget the heavy words that I was meant to say. Caught inside the sweeping current, floating off the grid, unlocking every secret that the daylight ever hid. We are swimming in the neon ocean tide, where the rhythm and the falling rain collide. Let the baseline wash away the setting sun. In the shadows, you and I are moving as one. We are swimming in the neon ocean tide, where the rhythm and the falling rain collide. Let the baseline wash away the setting sun. In the shadows, you and I are moving as one. Weightless, I am rising through the atmosphere. Everything is suddenly so crystal clear. The muted kick is thumping in my chest, putting all the daylight ghosts to rest. Breathing steady, exhale the light. We're all the architects of the velvet night. We are swimming in the neon ocean tide, where the rhythm and the falling rain collide. Let the baseline wash away the setting sun. In the shadows, you and I are moving as one. We are swimming in the neon ocean tide, where the rhythm and the falling rain collide. Let the baseline wash away the setting sun. In the shadows, you and I are moving as one. The tides are pulling back into the deep, leaving only echoes for the dark to keep, fading out into a quiet, endless blue. Nothing but the velvet night and you. A distant hum vibrating through the floor, the city's heartbeat turning into mine. Electric currents in the heavy air, we leave the waking world behind. The streetlights flicker in the silver rain, washing the colors down the avenue. I leave behind the daytime and the pain, and wrap myself inside the midnight blue. The city sleeps, but I am wide awake, watching the headlights paint the glass with gold. There is a quiet rhythm I can take, a secret story waiting to be told. Shadows are shifting as the tempo calls, hearing the whisper of the whisper secrets from the past, but all that matters is the present tense. We found a momentary peace at last, caught in the middle of a sweet suspense. Shadows are shifting as the tempo calls, hearing the whisper of the empty halls. The tension rises in the atmosphere, everything heavy suddenly is clear. We are falling into the velvet night, losing our edges in the neon light. Follow the bassline to the other side, letting the frequencies become